Alright, motherfuckers, this is Master Marks, and I'm coming back with another motherfucking goddamn live video. And today's video is simply titled, Toxic Attraction is Best for Business. Toxic Attraction is best for business. Shout out to the AEW pack smokers. Shout out to everybody who a motherfucker always in the comment section. Hey, listen, I know y'all were too happy about that Tupac shit last night. Look, I said y'all ain't had to like the opinion. I still fuck with the AEW pack smokers. Shout out King Mike. Shout out everybody. Casual Q, all them motherfuckers. Toxic Attraction is best for business. They are. First of all, you got Mandy Rose. Right now, Mandy Rose is the sexiest woman in the wrestling business right now. And I know a lot of people say, oh, she doesn't do hurricanranas and she doesn't do all these fancy moves. I'm not going through that shit with them motherfuckers. Sex appeal, charisma. You remember back in the day when Mandy Rose used to come to the ring and they used to have that filter on her entrance on TV, like it was like you were like intoxicated by how beautiful she was. Y'all remember that shit? I know my AEW pack smokers remember. They remember blind Mandy Rose. That shit. Look, hey, listen, she was fine as fuck. She's still fine as fuck with the brunette look, whatever. And then you got JC Jane. I don't know too much about JC Jane. She's attractive. She looks good. She's got sex appeal. But boy, listen. AEW pack smokers, listen. Gigi Dolan. Gigi Yammed Up Dolan. There is no, listen, shout out to Nikita Lyons. She always gonna be bae. She always gonna be number one. But I don't think there's any female wrestler in the business that got more yams than Gigi Dolan. Darby Allin, what the fuck were you thinking? You sitting there, you was too busy motherfucking playing with skateboards and drinking monsters and shit like that. You fucked that up? Darby, come on, bro. See, this is Darby. Listen, bro. Listen, Darby. What the fuck were you thinking? Now look, I don't have a problem with Darby Allin. You never hear me talk shit about Darby Allin. I know he's very small. He's painfully small. He's a cruiserweight. His gimmick is okay. It's better than not having a gimmick at all, like most people in AEW do. Most of them don't have a gimmick. So it is what it is. He can't really talk on the mic, not that well, I guess. This is really not about Darby Allin, but we gotta talk. We gotta talk about some shit here. Darby Allin, what the fuck were you thinking? You were with Gigi Dolan, Yammed Up Dolan, thicker than a snicker fucking Dolan, and you blew it. To do what? To ride on a skateboard like Tony Hawk? No disrespect to Tony Hawk. You had her thick ass in your life, and instead you rather paint half of your face and ride on a skateboard. Like a fucking BMX, whatever the fuck that shit is. I don't even know what that shit's called. Sorry, AEW pack smokers who watch that shit. All you had to do, you could have skateboarded on the booty if you wanted to. You could have whacked her on the booty with the skateboard. Darby Allin, what the fuck were you thinking? What were you thinking? And I know this has turned into a Darby Allin, what the fuck were you thinking segment of the video. But I really got to figure it out because I know every single one of the AEW pack smokers. Shout out to the AEW pack smokers and the motherfuckers in the comment section and the motherfuckers on Twitter. I know every single one of y'all, if y'all was with Gigi Dolan, y'all is not finna pick getting on the skateboard over getting inside of Gigi Dolan. There's just no way. There is no way, AEW pack smokers. So I don't know what the fuck happened with that. Darby, I feel bad for you, bro. That's why you are banished to AEW prison. Anyways, so yeah, Toxic Attraction is really best for business. I mean, as a female stable, they are a way better female stable than Damage Control. Damage Control, I don't dislike them. They all attract attractive in some form. But they're not needed. Damage control is not necessarily needed. Especially those three people put together. You don't really need them in the same faction. Bayley's better off either singles or a tag team. Io Shirai, maybe they'll come up with an Intercontinental Women's Champion or an Intercontinental Women's Championship. Even Io and Dakota Kai, I don't know. It might work as well, but them as a faction, you know, it's just not working. And Toxic Attraction is best for business. That's why Toxic Attraction is on the level of the Bloodline. Even though the Bloodline, of course, is the Bloodline. Shout out to them ones. Shout out to the Tribal Chief. Shout out to them ones. Put your ones up. I know all my AEW pack smokers got y'all ones up. You already know. Toxic Attraction is just a good faction. They bring sex appeal back to wrestling. And it's important because, as I've told you before, and my AEW pack smokers, they know when it comes to women, they don't just want to work hard and just do tope suicitos all the time. Women like to look attractive. They like to feel beautiful. They like to feel sexy. And the sex appeal in wrestling is necessary. Toxic Attraction brings that back to wrestling. You have not seen a stable of women who have been as sexy as Toxic Attraction. Just not. It just hasn't happened. Not in the past. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I mean, yeah, of course you got the horse women and whatever the case may be, but they don't have the sex appeal of Toxic Attraction. They don't have the charisma and arrogance and just downright just dirtiness of Toxic Attraction. They're best for business. And honestly, the smartest decision is, of course, them to be on SmackDown. It's time for Mandy to lose that title, so she can transition to SmackDown, go beat up on Liv Morgan, take the belt from Liv Morgan. Or Bayley can get the belt from Liv Morgan. I hate booking. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. Bayley can go beat up on Liv Morgan on SmackDown, take the belt, send Liv to Raw. She can go fight whoever, who cares. Tag team with Alexa Bliss, who cares. Once that happens, Toxic Attraction comes in. Damage Control now has all of the belts. Toxic Attraction takes the tag team titles. Mandy Rose gets the SmackDown title. And then she should almost have a run kind of like Roman Reigns because she's just been dominant. And she don't have to have, like, she is what I talk about when it comes to wrestling. And I know I'm not like all amped up and all today because I'm just trying to explain some shit. Like, for real. She is what I talk about when it comes to wrestling. You don't have to have these extreme technical moves in a business. You don't have to have that. You don't. All you need is minimal ring work that'll get you in a decent match. No botching. She botches a little bit. She still needs to work on that. Decent mic work and charisma. And the charisma that she lacks, she gains that charisma back from the members of Toxic Attraction. So they're going to print money for Toxic Attraction. Now, maybe one day they might break up. We never know. Vince is really not in charge, so I don't really see Paul breaking them up because they work well together. Just like the New Day. Breaking them up, it's not necessarily a good idea because they work well together. That's why they were put together, because they work well together. Some factions work, some don't. Bloodline, New Day, Toxic Attraction, Damage Control does not work because their personalities are just too far away from each other. And they don't intertwine well, especially with Bayley. Bayley's too, like, and I'm giving Bayley a lot because she has had some botches on the mic and her charisma is a little funky, but Bayley kind of outweighs them at all times. There are times where you put Toxic Attraction in the ring, no Mandy Rose, and you are just focused on JC and Gigi Dolan. So they all intertwine well, just like the Usos in the bloodline. You know that they're a part of the bloodline, but when they do stuff on their own, you don't just always think about Roman Reigns. Because they are their own thing still. So at the end of the day, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, you know, as women's wrestling, they need to do more arm locks and tope suicitos. No, they don't. They just need to continue to bring sex appeal back to wrestling. Because, once again, I will tell you, as Master Marks, when women watch wrestling, they're not just watching male wrestlers to say, oh, he can do a tope suicito and an arm bar. They want to pause, see sexy men. Pause. So us as men who love bra and panties matches, pussy on a pole matches, pudding matches, we want to see sexy women. And Toxic Attraction does bring that to the business. At the end of the day, Toxic Attraction is best for business. They will do well as long as they are kept together. Even if they did go on their own separate way, they still can survive just as the tag team or just as maybe not singles. I don't think Gigi and JC will really work as singles. I don't really know. They might. Gigi got them yams. Darby Allin, you fucked up, my boy. You fucked up. At the end of the day, Toxic Attraction is best for business. This has been Master Marks. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment. Tell us if you hate us. Tell us if you love us. Tell us if you like to motherfucker look at Gigi Dolan's yams. Tell us if Darby Allin is the dumbest fucking bitch in the world. I'm out this bitch.